Hello, my lovely Virgos. Let's see what healing message Spirit has for you this morning. I hope you guys have good healing messages for Virgos, generational curse breakers. Leaving or traveling. Okay. Virgo Collective. Virgo Collective. Ships. Virgo Collective. Alright. Monk or nun. 1 second, please. Alright, sorry, I had to plug my phone in. Alright, can I get 2 more for the Virgo Collective? Holy Spirit, please, thank you. Generational curses. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to take the 2. We have knighthood. Actually, 3. Male and female and baby. So... Alright, Virgos. We have wars and battles at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys have did a lot of, I'm hearing traveling, but I don't, for some of you, excuse me, it's very confirming. It's like you did a lot of moving around. This could be since childhood. It's like you haven't stayed in, my name's itching and Spirit confirming. It's like you guys haven't stayed in one place too long. We have medicine woman, Celtic, and authority figures in the reverse. So it's like, you know, you're thinking like, you know, for some of you, you guys may be younger, and you're thinking like, you know, when I get older, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want to, you know, I want to start a foundation, and I want to just be like, you're going to want like a more stable life for yourself. For some of you, you know, it's like for those of you who already are grown, it's like you know, you've set a foundation because you know what it's like to be trusted faith. So it's like, you know what it's like to have to move around, and I feel like you've like I feel like you've a solid foundation for yourself. So if you grew up moving around, I feel like you've made it where, you know, that's not something that you do anymore. It's like you settled wherever you've decided to be. Monk or nun, please, for the Virgo Collective. Alright, yeah. Farm. It's like, yeah, you've seen, you know, it's like you've traveled, you know, you've been exhausted. For those of you who have grown up, it's like, you know what it's like to be a child and to be moved from place to place to place. So it's like, if you have children now, like you've, you know, planted, you know, roots where you're at. That way, you know, your children don't have to go through, you know, what you went through. And for those of you who are younger, it's like you're realizing, like, what, you know, when I become a mother, it's like I'm not going to want to, you know, have my children move around like the way that I have had to as a child, you know. Forgiveness. But I feel like for those of you who are younger, it's like you've forgiven, you know, it's like you understand like why things are going, you know, the way that they are currently in your life. You know, it's like you understand, you know, if you're younger, like you understand what's going on, yeah, and why things are the way they are now. If you're an adult, it's like you get why, you know, things had to be the way that they were, you know, for you growing up. Yeah, the arts and biblical. So it's like, if you're younger, like, you're realizing that, your parent is making, it's like you realize, what it's like your parents are going through. And yeah, we have love, life, and health. So it's like they may be, trying to, if your parents aren't around right now when you're younger, it's like you're realizing like they're like where you're at is what's best for you right now. So your parents may be going through wars and battles right now, but I feel like they're shielding you from it by not, maybe being there at this point in time. Transportation. So they're doing what's best for you. It's like they're walking away from, and like I feel like that they don't want you like to go through what they're going through at this point. For those of you who are adults, it's like you're realizing why you had to go through what you went through. So maybe they've had to, maybe, like I said, either way, whether you're young right now and you're going through it, it's like they've had to be in some not so great living situations, but they've shielded you from it. And if you're an adult, you're realizing by, traveling the way you had to, it's like they were shielding you from things that, they were shielding you from not so healthy situations. Yeah, karmic relationships. Things that they didn't want you to be subjected to. All right, any final? Actually, no, not final. I feel like I don't read for Virgos enough, so I'm going to start doing that. It's like, yeah, karmic relationships, and vows in the upright. So it's like they didn't want you around the people that they had to be around. But they, it's like maybe I feel like they were keeping you from being hurt, or having to witness some things. Finances maybe, excuse me, I was itching. So maybe, it's like they went through or going through some financial struggles and they don't want you to be a part of that. They're shielding you, or they did shield you when you were, younger. Spirituality, religion, and orphan. So it's like, it's like they feel like, it's a part of their calling. And yeah, Native American, it's like they have to go through these things, but they want you to be balanced while they go through these things and learn these lessons. They don't want you to be, have to, it's like, I feel like they may be carrying these lessons for you. High priestess. So for those of you who are younger and, this is what's currently going on, it's like they are, so you don't have to go through it, it's like, so if you're younger and, this is the case right now, that's what's going on. I feel like that for some of you. Father, orphan, wars and battles. So, I feel like this is a mother figure. They may be dealing, have had to deal with, some generational curses with their father, or like your father may not be around right now, but you're realizing it's like, why your dad had to, move, is what I'm getting. It's like he was shielding you from things as well. I feel like this was on both sides of your family, mother and father. The spirit saying like, don't blame yourself. It's like what I'm hearing right now is like, carrying the sins of our fathers. I feel like they're shielding you from that. But Spirit says don't feel like responsible. Just realize that, you know, us as parents, like, when you love your children, like, you'll bear every cross that you have to bear, so that they don't have to. So just be patient with your parents if that's the case. Understand, like, you know, why they might not be around right now. My heart just got super heavy. If you give me a second. So you may not be living with your parents right now. Just know that, you know, they're dealing with some things, so you don't have to, okay? Being told times that they love you. But I feel like you know that. Alright, 1 second. Let me see what other decks I need to use. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Virgo. Healing messages. I think I've cried on a Zodiac video. Apologize. Actually, no, I don't. There's a reason why I'm crying, so yeah. Healing this. Spirit saying, it's like, be patient with yourself, and what do Virgos need to know? We have the Chariot. We have the Queen of Swords. One more. Energy for those two. It's like, for some of you, I feel like if you're in a relationship, okay, there's two groups is what I'm seeing. It's like, somebody, okay, for the first group, it's like the person you're dealing with wants to it's like walk away, take a leap of faith, and it's because that person's not, you know, it's not meant for you. But for the other group, you'll know your story. Yeah, you'll know your story. The other group, it's like you are dealing with somebody who is all about you. Yeah, they like make you feel really beautiful. You can trust this person. Some of you are dealing with somebody from long distance, but it's like, you know, like the love is there. Like, you don't have to question this person. And if you do, you quit. You know, this could be for women or men. You'll know your story. And for that group, it's like you guys give energy equally back and forth to each other. Yeah. It's like you guys give the energy that you wish to receive. For those of you who are dealing, a long distance relationship, it's like it is not based on like money at all. Like you guys aren't dealing with each other like in the physical, so it's like pure genuine love. You'll know your story. You guys express yourselves. This person makes you feel like a star, and you do them too. So any other messages for the Virgo collective? As a total, let's go there. For those of you who are dealing with somebody in the physical, I feel like you really might not care about this person, but you don't want them to move on. That's for those of you who are dealing with somebody in the physical. It's like you just want to stay tied to this person because of money. That's going to end if that's the case, because that person wants love. Okay, for those of you, that person wants love, and that's not something that you're offering. Okay, for those of you who aren't dealing with this person in the physical, yeah, so that's for that group. So people who aren't, that have a great relationship from a distance, tell me about messages for those people. Yeah, it's like you guys are going to build a solid foundation with this person, because everything you guys are building on, it's like it's not money based, it's love. I'm hearing duality, like perfect balance, which, a lot of the times, like dating somebody at a long distance is actually really good, because it's not based on, faulty foundations. It's not based on sex, it's not based on money, but based on, emotions, and yeah, it's everything beautiful. So let me see if anything comes out. If not, yeah. So for those of you, it's like you guys aren't dealing with each other in the physical. So it's not, like I said, not based on sex, just pure emotions. It's like building a solid foundation from a distance. And it's like, so when you guys finally decide to come together, it's like you'll already have that solid foundation that people, that people want. So it's like when you guys come together, it will all be, will already be like a strong. And for those of you who are single, it's like you guys know what you want. You've dated enough to, it's like you're trusting the red flags. It's like you will walk away from somebody. Yeah. It's like you know what to look for. Been there, done that, I'm hearing. So, all right, Virgos, this has been your read, my loves. Sorry, I've been kind of doing this reading. I hope it resonates. If you want a personal, feel free to reach out to me, message me, and I will get back to you shortly. So, my lovely, lovely Virgos, it's like, this is like messages from Spirit. Never hold on to somebody that doesn't, somebody that, is with you that wants to be, somewhere else. Because that keeps you from having the person like that, is meant for you and coming in. And, if you are dealing with somebody at a distance, continue to, when you guys, sorry, it's like have a solid, you guys are building a solid foundation, you guys express yourself, you guys are very loving, continue to do that, like trust in the process, because like having, an emotional foundation is very important. That's something that people usually like don't do. It's like they, when they deal with people in the physical, it's like everything's based on sex. So don't do that. Just continue to build that foundation with that person, because that's going to be somebody who, you know, loves you and is willing to build with you. For my single Virgos, it's like, if you're out dating, like, trust the red, you know, it's like, don't trust, it's like, trust your gut when it comes to these red flags. It's like you've already learned these lessons. Build with somebody that wants to build with you, and don't question your gut when it comes to anyone or anything. But keep an open, you know, it's like, keep an open heart. Don't be blocked off to love if you have, you know, been through some hard things in the past. Always keep your heart open, because, you know, it's like you always got to let love in. Love always, don't ever let anybody kill that, you know, craving for love for you. You deserve love too. All right, Virgos, my loves, this is your message. Bye.